Michael Richards, in the world of comedy, is a man who could have had it all. Before he blew up with the hit 90s sitcom Seinfeld, he certainly wasn't lacking in credits. He was consistently doing work on the physical stage and on screen, with shows like Miami Vice in 1986 and Larry David's Fridays in 1980. But as he began work on Seinfeld, his career essentially exploded. The audience was presented with a larger-than-life character that they immediately fell in love with. Slowly, he developed the zany, harebrained character, and at some points, many of his co-stars weren't entirely sure where Richards ended and Kramer began. Richards, a humble, reflective, and surprisingly soft-spoken man, stands as the complete opposite of his character. He relied on an over-the-top, larger-than-life personality to drive him quickly through the social ranks. For the next 9 years, Richards would work alongside his co-stars to develop one of the most successful comedy series of all time. The series led him to getting loads of offers, many of which he turned down if they were to create scheduling conflicts with the series. That being said, he still did find time to star in some more hit projects, like Airhead in 1994, and even make appearances in films like Coneheads and So I Married an Axe Murderer. After Seinfeld concluded in 1998, Michael Richards was left, surprisingly, with few options. In the early 2000s, he began his own sitcom entitled The Michael Richards Show, where he played a character named Vic. In it, the character was very similar to Kramer, and many believed the show was just another attempt to profit off an overdone character. The show was canceled shortly after, making a 2-month run. Luckily, Richards found himself a home in the stand-up comedy ring and began to work there. On one fateful night in 2006, Michael Richards performed a set at the famous Laugh Factory. During the set, Richards blew up at several African-American hecklers and proceeded to cast out various racial slurs and derogatory comments, eventually storming off the stage. The event exploded through the celebrity gossip website TMZ and led to him being permanently banned from the venue. Richards had a difficult time developing an apology, saying he's really busted up when he appeared on the David Letterman show directly after the incident. On the same showing, he came out saying, "For this to happen, for me to be at a comedy club and flip out and say this crap, I'm deeply, deeply sorry, and that I just have to do personal work." It's clear looking at his credits that he has never fully recovered from this incident, losing any career traction he had from Seinfeld. He has since fallen off the radar, and then reappeared multiple times since this incident. During his self-proclaimed hiatus from 2007 to 2012, he worked on 2 projects, one of them being Jerry Seinfeld's B-movie. He returned to the sitcom scene when he landed a role in Kirstie, where he plays the main character's driver, with a very similar personality to that of Seinfeld's Kramer. Kirstie was canceled after 1 season. Following Kirstie, there have been very few times that we hear from Michael Richards. The world has clearly been unforgiving, with all reason to be. Michael was never able to work up a clear, wholehearted apology for the inflammatory behavior presented that night. There are many people who struggle to believe the sincerity in his early apologies, and any atonements since then. And if he truly doesn't believe that he's changed, then there's no reason for the rest of the world to believe that he has.